Okay, it's already 15 minutes past 1 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday. I'm still doing this self-interview for yesterday. I think the US market initially bumped up, right? But until the administration reaffirmed that the phase one deal won't have all the tariffs rolled back. The machine's reaction to that news, that piece of news, is negative. As I remember, the major index gave up all the gains, and the Nasdaq and the S&P 500 were dragged into the negative territory, right? At the end of the trading session, most of the stocks price dropped. But anyway, so it sounds like U.S. officials will sign the deal with Chinese delegation today at White House. In general, that's positive news. Anyway, right? Let's see whether the stock market will sell news or still go up to try to draw all the monies at the sideline into the system or not. U.S. futures now probably are going down because, as I checked, most of the stock price are lower than the yesterday's close. Probably a couple minutes ago when I checked. As I shared, on my blog, I have been updating the information for the dividend yield in my S&P 500 model. I did for everyone, and that's the first step for this practical project, because I want to utilize the discount dividend model to assess which one I want to buy. I already own two. One is Verizon, another is ABV, right? ABBV. Verizon pays like 4.some%. Pay the dividends with the yield of 4.some%. And ABBV paid even higher, it's 5.some%. And I'm going to find out more based on my analysis. Yeah, the process I implement is first to find out all the dividend yield for all S&P 500 constituents. I have done that. And next, I'm going to find out the companies which pay the dividend with the yield more than 5%. And afterwards, I will check out their dividend history, on dividend.com website I just found. And the following step will be to calculate the dividend growth rate for each candidate, and the next step, I'm thinking to use the CAPM to find out the required rate of return for each candidate. That will be the the risk-free risk-free rate plus the individual's beta multiply their own market premium rate to figure out the required required rate of return, and then I will apply the dividend discount model to calculate the intrinsic value, which is supposed to be the fair market price for each candidate. Eventually, I will decide which one I'm going to buy. So that's the whole process I'm trying to implement. I complete the first step. I'm going to do the second step probably tomorrow. Yeah, I'm tired, and I need to get up to drive my son to his bank branch tomorrow morning, probably in 6 hours or 5 hours. So I'm going to go to the bed to sleep. Okay. The snow actually stopped, but as far as you can tell, let me show you. Yard is covered by the snow.